Today I want to speak to you of the generational change needed throughout our politics. What we need to understand is that we desperately need a generational shift in the political landscape of Trinidad and Tobago. We hear people complaining about how politicians just don't get it anymore. Yet, I've spoken to many young, capable Trinbagonians right there at home, with a vision for tomorrow. Yes, even some from the UNC. This tribalness that exists within our politics is primarily led by the older generation, those who simply cannot get themselves out of the politics of the past and see past long gone history. There are extremely intelligent young people out there with potential, who desperately want to see their country advance for the better of all. They're educated and not impressed with the sloganeering, such as "we will rise," without anyone explaining what it means. But we seem to have a bunch of geriatrics hogging the scene and insisting that we must subscribe to the politics of being yes men and yes women. The experiences of the older folk have led them to become deeply motivated by stagnant ideology and mired in decades-old conflict. Well, I have news for all those politicians who believe that this can continue. Time has changed, and no longer will we subscribe to that train of thought. We had it in the PNM for years, and we will no longer tolerate it. Especially as the leaders of tomorrow, we have to be frank and straight and demand the kind of leadership that will assure our futures are protected, and that of all the citizens. Which means policies, not slogans, and policies thoroughly worked out with compelling rationale. What we need to see is a generational shift in our politics, relevant to our future, and not superficial. We need politicians who are not just interested in seeking power for its own sake, but in using it to achieve some good for the citizens. We need to bring to an end, once and for all, to this cultural era that has too long been dominated by the baby boomers, many of whom came of age in the 40s and 50s, and experience bitter divisions reflected in the way they operate today. The time has come for real change, not pretend change. That takes time, intelligence, and understanding, not flippant remedies and half-baked and contradictory. Time for new generation PNM to come to the fore. Thank you.